going to start by asking, hey, what is perimeter and how is it different from area? Those are like your ways to engage prior knowledge and reminding them from what happened yesterday, okay? Now, for this lesson, I ask that you actually have a real live 9 by 11 pan. Okay? Like an actual pan like you would cook brownies in.
Does it have to be 9 by 11?
No, but it does have to be whole number inches. Like you have to,
I have an 8 by 13.
there you go. You have to be able to trace it on your paper, right? And be like, okay, this is real. Okay? So, and because I think that this concrete experience is the key for these kids. So, you're going to start by just talking about this problem. Okay, an ant walked around the edge of an empty brownie pan to look for crumbs. How can we figure out how far the ant walked? And you're going to have your brownie pan. Okay, and then you're going to, you're going to say, like, okay, well, where is the ant walking? Like, someone touch it, right? They're going to touch, the ant doesn't walk here, right? The ant walks here. The ant walks around the
perimeter
of the pan. If I want to find out how far the ant walked, I have to figure out the perimeter. So, talk about this, and then you're going to just measure. Like the ant walked this distance, and then the ant walked this distance, and then the ant walked this distance, and then the ant walked this distance. I'm so sorry, because this is the day we're connecting rulers to units. Ugh, I'm all over the place. So then you figure out how far he walked. What is 42 inches a measurement of? The perimeter. So then, when you go and you trace your pan, you should be able to trace it and get the same answer, right? So you measure your pan, you get 42 inches, then you put your pan on the paper, you trace it, and you count 42 inches, okay? I'm sorry that I'm like a little all over the place in that lesson. If you want to, you take your little red pieces and you line them up. Okay, so that's the connection. Here, then you can come back to this. So how did we find the perimeter yesterday? Yesterday we counted up all the sides.
Mm-hmm.
How did we find the perimeter today? Today we added up all the sides. And then this visual is to help you guys, if you want to, show what you did, right? I can measure this and say that it is a 9 by 12 pan, or I can count and see that it's 9, and then 12, okay? I have this song. Now, in the past, the geometry song didn't go that well, in the sense that none of your kids know it, right? So songs really have to be like ingrained in their head. So, only introduce this song if you're going to practice it every day between now and the DC test. That's the only way they'll learn it, right? They're not going to learn it after one time. You can't forget. You have to actually teach them this song every day. Okay, so I am going to be sending it to you as a WAV file. It goes like this. I don't know the tune, what it is. To find perimeter, you go around. To find perimeter, you have to add. Now area, square area, man, I'm gonna dare ya to multiply length times width. Pretty awesome. I wrote that one myself. Okay? So it has all the ideas. And you guys, you know what's crazy? Is I literally, as a teacher, I've said this song so many times, that when I'm talking to kids, I'll be like, it's perimeter. You have to add. Like, if you say it every day, it becomes ingrained in your mind. And so then, you guys, there are just practice that you'll talk through quickly, add up all the sides, get your answer. Right? No big deal. Work through the PowerPoint on your own. And then it's activity time. Woo! So this time, same idea, except for their shape looks like this. And they need to have
a ruler.
Rulers. So they're going to mark their length, they're going to mark their inch, they're going to mark how many square inches they think they need, they're going to mark how many inches they think they need, and then the same thing is going to happen. You're going to go around and you're going to give them their supplies. You know what? This is why they can't glue it on the first day, because you will run out of supplies for the second day. But the second day, they could glue it if you wanted them to, and hang it up. Okay? Any questions? So it's the same idea. They're going to do the activity, and then they still have their area worksheet. and I've given you the answers. So you're going to have your little piece of paper, and you're going to be like, oh, you have shape C? What's that you say? You need 12 little red inchy pieces? Correct. What? You think you need 8 squares? No. Okay? Any questions, you guys?
I have a question. So, when I do the paint activity, should I emphasize, like, just so they know the perimeter, if this size 9 and this size, like, if all I have is 9 and 12, I can look for area?
Yeah, and that's such a good point. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you, and that comes up here too.
Okay.
Like you're going to say, this side's 20, what do you think this side is?
Okay.
So great question. Okay.